Welcome to the Cinchuation Podcast, brought to you by Saddle Up. Saddle your horses, tighten those cinches, and join us as we dive into the heart of the Western equestrian lifestyle.
Thank you both for coming for another episode. We're back with the Cinchuation Podcast. It's been a while. We haven't done it. So you're our first guy up here again.
Well, thanks for having me.
First back in the saddle.
There you go.
That's great.
I like it.
Thanks for having me.
Yeah, thank you for being here. I have to tell a funny story first because I don't know if we ever told you, but we were really pushing our customer appreciation sale and stuff. We had this running joke that, because I call you Geraldo, I don't know if you know that.
Oh,
I'm like, Geraldo, you know, like, and so we were gonna like hide your picture on all of our flyers and do, instead of where's Waldo to where's Geraldo. We never did, but I always think about it. Like, where's Geraldo?
Would have been fun.
Yeah, it would have been fun.
Absolutely.
So I guess first, kind of take us back to the beginning. Like, what's your background? How did horses become a part of your life? What's that story look like?
You know, I grew up just right, not very far from here, a little village kind of in between Brighton and Fort Lupton, Wattenberg, Colorado.
Oh,
That's where I grew up, and really didn't come from a rodeoing family or anything. And grew up with a single parent. My mom kind of raised us and kind of kept us busy working and stuff like that. And my uncle had a couple Shetland ponies, and so me and another kid that grew up there in Wattenberg, we'd go ride them and bareback and just a little bridle, not much, and that's where I kind of got to learning how to ride, because no saddle or anything, you just rode them bareback and had fun. And then just mom just kind of kept us busy working, and so in the summertime, my uncle and my brother would work at Tri-County Livestock, the sale barn out there off Highway 7, which is gone now.
Yeah.
But so we did that. I'd go with him and work with them, and landed up meeting Justin Jackson. At that time, I was probably 15 and he was 14, and I worked with my uncle and my brother there. I'd worked the scale gate, and Justin worked for Doc Hyde at that time for the vet.
Oh, yeah.
And so Justin and I become good friends, and that's where I kind of got into rodeo, and we just kind of became good friends, and he rodeoed quite a bit. So started going and practicing on the ground, and did it for a year on the ground. They went him, it was John Hotchkiss and Galen, his dad, that they just had us run steers on the ground for a year and wouldn't let us do anything else. And then after a year, they just said, "You're ready to come off a horse." And that's where it kind of all started. But it was because the Jacksons. If it wasn't for them, I wouldn't been in the rodeo business. Yeah.
That's awesome. Wow.
So, yeah.
And was it team roping?
Yeah.
Steer wrestling.
Steer
Really?
Yeah. Justin did everything. Justin did calf roping, team roping, steer wrestling. He's a pretty good hand.
Yeah.
And I just did steer wrestling.
I did not know that. See, I love this.
I know,
I thought
yeah.
you were
So
just
much.
a team roper.
Nope.
Yeah.
No, never really
Dang.
competed in team roping.
Really?
Messed
Okay.
around, but yeah, just the steer wrestling.
Horse
is all.
wrestling. That's terrifying. I could
Yeah.
never. I've thought about it. I'm like, you're just right there. No, I couldn't.
Jumping out.
Just bail onto that steer.
It's all good. It's just after you get the first one done, it's all
nothing.
It's all good.
Yeah. Oh my
Just got to get by that first one.
Yeah, just that
cute.
first one. Yeah. And you did that through, like, you did high school rodeo and stuff, right?
You know,
with
I
that?
blew my knee out my senior year, so I kind of started. I did it earlier, but never competed in rodeos till it was going to be my senior year, and then I blew my knee out, so never got to do that. So I just kind of went on into hitting some Ammies for about 8 years. Just kind of went on the road with Justin, because they had the horses and the hazing horses. Dad hazed for us, and did some Ammies for about 8 years, and then got my card for the PRCA, and then took a couple years to kind of get that card paid or won. And then went on to hit some of the pro rodeos for about another 8. And, but yeah, that was it.
Yeah.
Just,
That's so cool. I love that.
yeah, it was fun.
Yeah.
Good memories.
I bet. I feel like is it hard to train a horse to do, like, steer wrestling? Is that?
You know, I was fortunate. Justin and them, they kind of, I mean, of course, we all came off of some horses that, were green, but them guys were pretty much more on the horse end of things and getting them trained. And, a lot of guys will rope on a horse before they bulldog just to head on one, just to get the pressure on a guy coming off.
That makes
So it
sense.
helps them horses kind of, when they head on them, just to kind of get that pressure of a guy leaning on them
Yeah.
to where they don't pull out. So they was probably more on that end, but I have come off some green ones. We all kind of helped out, but
Yeah.
they would probably be the ones to ask on that more than that. we grew up on, well, Justin and I, there was one, Pinky, he was a bulldogging horse, and he was just tough. But if he didn't crawl off, you better be prepared to be pulling up on the other end because he didn't have a whole lot of wool in him.
No.
And but that's what we learned on, and
Yeah.
But it just made, he was a great horse.
Yeah.
Heck, he sold him, and there's some young kids still going on him, and I think he was probably at that time he was like 25 and still
Wow.
still
going.
using him. Yeah.
Yeah.
So,
That's amazing. Wow.
yeah. So
That is amazing.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah. Sometimes those older horses, they just go.
yeah, he didn't have any quit in him.
No,
That's for
yeah.
darn sure.
Yeah. I always
yeah.
thought, man, if you could get this is totally off subject, but if you could get a steer wrestling horse and teach it to turn, I think it would be such a good barrel horse because they're fast. They're just like,
There's another guy that I went with later on,
Yeah.
the Masters, and they had a lot of barrel horses that they'd kind of bulldog on them, and sometimes do the same. So but it takes a unique horse to,
oh yeah.
they kind of used in the barrel racing, or see which one it'd work in best.
Absolutely. Yeah.
But yeah,
That's wild. Holy
It is.
smokes. Did you ever rope? I don't know why I just had
just
it in-
messing around.
Just messing around?
Yeah, in
okay.
the pen.
Okay.
Yeah, I was fortunate to where Justin had all these horses, and I just got to use them.
That's awesome. That's
But
awesome.
yeah, he kind of benefited me on that end also. Just he had calf horses, roping horses, and bulldogging horses. So
Yeah.
I was pretty blessed to be able to be part of that and use their horses. And they just, his mom and dad just kind of took me in
Yeah.
and took me under their wing and let me use all their horses. And I was pretty much family. So
Yeah. That's awesome.
Yeah.
I'm glad. That's
Yeah.
that's important
Very
for
cool.
sure.
So while you were getting that going, did you work in the industry or did that come later?
I was, I was kind of bulldogging then, but I was just kind of going to school and then graduated, and then I kind of was going to school for a while and kind of worked for, it was Tom O'Neill there in Fort Lupton. He had a little feed store, so
Oh,
I
okay.
kind of read that, and him and his son and daughter, we'd kind of run the feed store a little bit and haul hay and kind of do that. So I was kind of going to school at that time and kind of getting into Western industry a little bit there.
Yeah.
And then kind of did a bunch of different jobs throughout that time, just either baling hay, cleaning up horse stalls or whatever it took. And then I landed up, Tom was closing the store, and he had mentioned Brighton Feed was hiring. So then I got, went and interviewed and had to start on the bottom, and went to working for Brighton Feed and driving, delivering feed for them for the beginning, and did that for a year. Told them I'd start at the bottom, but that's not where I wanted to stay.
Yeah.
So it was an opportunity. Did that for a year, and then, Blaine McIntyre, he had worked there. He landed up
He
going
worked
on the
there
road.
too. Oh my god.
Yeah, he went out and started repping for courts and them. So then there was an open position in the retail side where Moses was working in the wholesale division. He moved up in the retail and gave me an opportunity to be in sales in the wholesale division.
Wow.
So that's how that all worked. But so yeah, and then from there on, just pretty much worked in the wholesale division and in the retail. So it kind of helped me grow where I am today. You kind of learn the whole aspect
Oh, absolutely.
from start to finish,
Yeah.
on the retail side and on the wholesale side.
So how long were you at Brighton Feed total?
13 years.
13
Wow.
years.
13 years.
gosh.
Nice. So how many of those did you work with Bill, or did you guys
Bill
not
was
pass?
probably, it might have been about a year.
Just
And
a
then I
year.
had moved, yeah.
Yeah, you moved
It
on.
was
and
kind of
he
right in
stayed.
the tail end of when I was fixing on moving.
Wow.
It might just he might have just came on right when I was leaving. So yeah.
What a small world.
I know,
It
it
is.
really is. It's just crazy.
Yeah.
Yeah, for
oh
sure.
My gosh.
Yeah,
that's
Blaine,
awesome.
Scott, and all them. So yeah, that's how it all started there.
We'll have to have old Hawaiian shirt in to
I
do a
thought
podcast
about it. I
sometime.
was like, I'd be like, I love you, Blaine, but it'd be like 3 hours long.
Oh yeah, he'd keep you laughing.
No, you
A
correct
joke or
me.
two along the
He
way
is
as
a
well.
joker,
So
yeah.
yes.
For sure.
That
Yeah.
is
For
funny.
sure.
Oh my
Absolutely.
gosh.
Cute.
Yep.
Wow, that's awesome. So, and was that kind of your plan always, or was that just an opportunity, like, to go into the industry like that?
You know, I never even thought about it till I started working at Brighton Feed. So when I started in the wholesale division, I was in sales, so I hit a lot of retailers because we were the distributor for Part Trade and Mustang. So
I had no idea that Brighton even did a wholesale division until just now.
That's
yep,
crazy.
and I
Yeah,
pulled
I
a
have-
trailer and sold tack out of it.
Wow.
Wow.
And at that time, there was so many more independents in the industry.
Yeah.
I mean,
Yeah.
I'd hit Colorado and just pull that trailer and sell pads and bits from Part Trade and everything to all the independents, and did that for quite a while, and then that faded out. But so then I'd also buy product, so I'd go to the market,
Yeah.
and so I kind of met people there, and then kind of got to finding out about the independent repping, which I was already doing it,
Right. Right.
but at a bigger scale.
Yeah.
So it just happened. We were at the saddle sale during Brighton Feed, and Wayne Schuster was fixing on retiring, and he just mentioned, well, if you want to do it, I'm fixing on retiring. You're the only one I'd refer. So that's where I kind of started, and then just at that time he had Tom Baldwin and Windmill, and which being on the road, it's a little tough just with 2 lines. And he said, you know, you're gonna have to find more. You're not gonna make a living on those 2 lines
Just
because it's
2.
strictly commission.
Wow.
So I jumped on board, and Fabtron was there at that time, and so he said, well, you could have that territory if you want it. So I started building my manufacturers and kind of went from there, but
So
wasn't my
how long
plan
have
till
you
I kind of did that.
Been with Tom Balding then? You were
23 years.
Wow.
Yeah, 23 years, 5-star and bowling. Both
5-star.
23 years.
Wow.
Wow, that's really cool.
Yeah, it's been,
So you knew the gentleman that they lost last year?
yes, Justin.
Yeah.
Yeah, Justin, he was a young man, he only in his 50s, and yeah, it was kind of a sad deal because that really kind of,
It hurt.
it hurt, and it kind of, you know, it makes a company kind of wake up because,
Oh yeah.
you know, Tom engraved a little bit, but Justin was the main engraver.
Yeah.
And so when
You
you
put
when
all
you
your
get
eggs in that
basket,
Yeah, it
makes
makes
it
a
tough.
difference. Yeah.
but yeah, sorry to, you know, have, you know, it was a tough deal to hear that, you know, that happened to him, but they're moving along and kind of got some things put together, so
Yeah.
hopefully, yeah, getting things back on track. It seemed like they were probably about almost 6-7 months out instead of a year, so we're kind of gaining ground.
Kelly's been telling me about 6 months, and then gets me stuff early when she can, and so
Yes,
we very much enjoy them.
Yeah.
they're
of
great.
you.
They're
They're
great.
nice people. Yeah. How many, and I forgot about Tom Balding. I know there's 5-star. How many companies do you rep for right now?
Probably have about 14 different manufacturers.
That's a lot. Oh my gosh.
You know, if you put all my tack companies into one, it's like one brand.
Okay.
Because all mine are pretty much independent. You know, 5-star's just pads,
Yeah.
a little bit of lake protection, balding, bits and spurs.
Yeah.
Oh
you
yeah,
know.
you do Western Legacy. Yep.
Yep, Western, yep,
Did you
yep.
not know?
No,
he
I
was
didn't
our-
know that
you didn't know
either,
he was
yeah.
our Western Legacy rep? I forgot until you just
Oh
said
my
that lake
gosh.
protection.
Yep, an iconic class. You know,
Yeah.
that's just lake protection, and then you know your Billy Cook is just saddles.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
it's just a whole bunch of independent,
Gotcha.
which I like.
Yeah.
You know, there's a lot of loyalty there.
Absolutely. Especially when you've been with them so long, for sure. Yeah. I know every time I think about it, I'm like looking at vendors, I'm like, who's the rep? And I'm like, oh, it's Gerald. Of course. Gerald's our rep for all of them, pretty much.
Exactly.
Yeah.
It's easier to tell you which ones I don't have.
Yeah, there you go.
For sure.
So how many, like you were saying, you know, you used to just be able to travel in Colorado and sell all day long. How many shops do you have in Colorado right now?
Oh, right now, probably the whole state, there's not very many. I'm going to say
5 or 6?
probably maybe through the whole state, probably about 10.
About 10.
You know, you get into, you know, some of your your bigger one, but your independent's probably about 10.
Wow.
You know, back then, I mean, there was stores in Franktown, Parker, Elizabeth,
Everywhere.
all independents, you know. So there was so many more stores. And then I hit a lot of dude ranches too,
Oh yeah.
you know, selling them product, horseshoes, whether it's horseshoes or whatever. But today, there's probably more than 10 out there, but there's probably 10 that I work pretty consistent with.
Nice.
That on between more on the tack side. If you put the apparel side on it, you know, I make
that's
20.
got it. That makes sense.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, it's hard. It's just being in the retail side of the industry, we couldn't survive if it wasn't for the online. So I look at, you know, some of those stores that still haven't crossed that threshold or won't cross that threshold, and it just it hurts my heart.
Yeah, no, it
And
does.
it's not
It's,
fun doing what we have to do. That's for sure.
no,
it's
but you all
hard.
done a great job doing, you know, what you've done and grown this business just from the online, from what it was. I remember you guys starting just at the beginning.
Yes,
in a garage with
I
your
made
dad,
the
and
first
then kinda
Facebook page,
took
and
it
my
over.
dad was like, "I don't like that internet beeping." Yeah, he was not happy
Yeah.
with the first Facebook page, and now Lindsay just does a phenomenal job. Like, I don't even know all the things that.
It's crazy, but you
that
have
she does,
to,
Oh.
you know, like you have to stay current on social media and stuff like that,
Definitely.
which is unfortunate. You know, it's not like if I could do without it, I totally would, but like you have to because it's just the way of the world.
Definitely, if you want to
Yeah.
survive as an independent, you definitely got to be out there, you know, chasing that business because you can't just do it just on a retail base, on a brick and mortar,
waiting
just
for
right here.
people to walk
Yeah.
in. It's crazy.
Yeah, for sure.
No, yeah, it's hard. It's hard for sure. What you've been doing it a lot of years, you've worked with a lot of different companies. What do you feel like has been the most rewarding thing to you, like being in this career path?
Oh, just the people I get to meet and,
Yeah, I
and
bet.
the customers I met, you know, and you build relationships with them. And after 23 years, you know, that it's just, you almost become family, you know, and just being able to travel and just have the freedom of doing what I do.
Yeah, yeah. No, and you're great at it. Like I have on here.
Thank you.
We've seen that you've gotten a lot of different like awards and recognition and stuff. What does that like? What does that mean to you? Like that's a huge accomplishment.
Oh, I just feel like, to me, it means, you know, I'm doing my job, and,
Yeah.
and it makes me pretty proud that, you know, I'm reaching the goals that I've always kind of been working for and continue to work. You know, you just got to keep on growing.
Yeah.
So, just makes me feel good that people are recognizing me for who I am and what I do.
Yeah. No,
So-
for sure. I feel like you always go that extra step too. That's probably huge in your industry. Like it's not just an account. You gotta, you know, put a lot of effort and.
I was telling Jason, my boyfriend was trying to remember which one you are, and I said he always tips his hat and says, "Yes, ma'am." "Oh, I know Gerald." "Yep, he knew." I said, "Yep, that's just, you're an amazing guy."
Well, I appreciate that.
yeah,
Thank
yeah.
you very much.
Yes.
He knew right away who I was
appreciate
talking
it.
You're
about.
talking about, yeah, and I always think of your saddle ring too.
Oh,
when,
yeah.
when people are like, "Who?" I'm like, "The guy with the saddle ring." They're like, "Oh yeah, yeah."
Yeah, I
cool.
kind of changed up this time.
Did you
but
change it up?
I
Yeah, that's
changed
okay.
it up a
Yeah,
little
that's
bit, but
okay.
yeah.
Is there a story behind the saddle ring or not really?
Not
No?
really. I
Okay.
have about 5 of them, and I just kind of always liked them, you know. And so, yeah, I just kind of always wore it. But that everybody dang sure
I've heard
remembers
you've
that
got
saddle.
some collections of different types of things. So
Quite a bit.
yeah. Bits and spurs and rings
Yes.
and things.
A little bit of everything in the Western. And yeah, the whole memorabilia and woolies, a couple saddles, and a lot of bits and spurs.
Oh, I bet.
The majority bits and spurs. but
Yeah.
Yeah. They're all different brands. A lot of Crockett's, McChisney's, and they're just some custom ones that I got. I got some out of Montana. I bought a lot out of Montana, but yeah, I have quite a few of those.
That's awesome.
Nice.
So
Well,
cool.
it's a dying thing. I mean,
Yeah.
Yeah, I have to.
all of it's heartbreaking. It's
Oh, it is.
yeah.
It is. But it's good that, I mean, you're starting to see a lot more people kind of appreciating the
Absolutely.
collectible stuff.
Yeah.
So that's kind of nice.
Yeah.
You know.
True as well.
Yeah.
Yeah, for sure.
I think the internet's kind of tarnished that a little bit. Like we used to get like the old like collectible saddles, like the Hamleys and stuff, and we could get a pretty good amount for them. And now like with the internet prices, you just can't. It's
Sure.
just so hard.
It
Yeah.
makes it tough.
And it's sad. you
It
know?
is.
Yeah.
It is. But when you do come across one, it makes you pretty excited. It's almost
Yeah.
like
Yeah.
Christmas.
It's like Christmas, he says. It is
It makes
cool.
it fun.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. No, it is cool. Are you the president of WESA, or how does that come into
It's been 6 years since I was the president.
since you? Okay. Okay.
Yeah, so I've been out of it 6 years.
Okay.
Just got reelected to come back on board January.
Oh, nice.
So sitting back on the board, kind
Yeah.
of
Yeah.
helping them out again. So,
Yeah.
How was the transition, would you say, of for WESA moving to Dallas? I know that there was a lot of, we all loved the location here in Colorado, but there were a lot of issues with the building and the management there, and
definitely.
it's since been torn
I know,
completely
it's
down.
leveled,
So
Yeah.
Yeah, no, at the time it was tough, in Western industry, people just don't like change and especially in the Western industry. So we seen, it wasn't like we were just making a move.
no, I knew what had to happen.
One of the owners was being pretty straight up with us and it was going to be more an investment for them. So being on the board, you kind of have to try to look 10 years ahead. So at that time we were kind of moving, and at that time they already had prints at the county showing that development to the trees, and that costs money. So it's just not it's not like they were just talking about it. It was going to happen. So we need to make a move, and so we moved it to Dallas. But the board that I had behind me, really, at the beginning they didn't support me, not all of them, and so it was a battle. So it was kind of tough to try to get them to understand, and we all come together and finally decided that it'd probably be the best move for us, and it's turned out to be really good.
Awesome.
Everybody that was unhappy seems to, some of the ones that were protesting it never have missed a market there. So,
Nice.
and they're still there.
Awesome.
But everybody said it's probably the best thing for the industry.
I know some vendors that kind of stopped and now are back, like McCall. He's like, well, we're actually going this year, and McCall
great.
changed ownership, and so
Yeah,
that
Cal.
was really good. Yeah.
Yeah, that was good. I didn't get a chance to talk to him, but I did see him there. That's
Yeah,
great.
He said he picked up some accounts, and it was
Good
good
for
for
him.
him. So
Good.
yeah,
That's awesome.
yeah.
Yeah, you just pick up a whole different geographic, and you still have the same ones you have here. But
Yeah.
yeah, so it's been good.
Yeah.
It's been good.
That's awesome. Were there any other locations that you guys were looking at, or was that kind of the only?
We looked at Nashville. We looked at
Oh, wow.
Las Vegas, Salt Lake,
Yeah.
Oh, you did.
Fort Worth, Oklahoma City, Kansas City.
Yeah.
But the only one that made sense was the Dallas Merchandise Mart, or Dallas Market Center, only because it was kind of already, they had the permanence, and it just kind of was an easy transition for some of the perms, because the perms wanted to have like showroom access to where they have their
Right.
showrooms and everything.
Right.
And so that made it a little easier for us to make that decision.
Nice. It's huge too. Like
It is.
the pictures, it looks like AI. It looks fake. That's how big it is.
It's
It's like,
huge.
oh my god.
Yeah, you
Absolutely
definitely need to go there.
phenomenal.
Yeah.
When you walk in there, it's pretty impressive.
Yeah.
But have you been?
I
Yeah,
have,
you have
yep,
been,
yep.
yeah.
I've been a couple times. I haven't gone. We got new software, and so we were trying to focus on, getting our foundation back, then adding a bunch of new stuff. And most of my reps do keep up on our lines very well and let us know,
Sure.
what's new and what we need. But Lindsay and I were going to go this year, and then we decided to stay focused on
Sure.
Yeah.
on things. So
Yeah. I think it'd be a good time to go and make, just because there seems to be a lot more new products,
New products and stuff.
new manufacturers out
Yeah.
there, to where it kind of gives you a
Absolutely.
new idea of
Yeah.
bringing in some different things.
Yeah.
it would. I know.
There'll still be another one August and
There
January.
will,
and they'll
yes.
continue.
Yes.
So-
Maybe we'll miss the snow or the ice storm this when we go.
Oh yeah.
That was a little rough.
Yeah. Oh
Rough.
man. Yeah.
Yeah. It
No.
wasn't as bad as it could have been, but it was
bad.
But it was bad.
We had just a couple weeks ago Ty from Martin and Equibrand
Oh,
and
sure.
everything.
Yeah.
He showed up and we were asking him about that, and he's like, I know you people are used to it. He's like, but me driving home in that, he's like, I had arthritis by the time I got out of my truck. He's like, because I was gripping the steering wheel so tightly. He's like, that was terrible. I'm like, no, I know. If you're not used to it, it's crazy. Yeah.
Yeah, they get it. They were in a panic, but
Yeah.
we were lucky because there was a little snow, so there was a little slush to where it wasn't just your normal true ice storm. If it was an ice storm, I've been in those, and those are terrible.
Pretty
There's no
nasty.
control.
Yeah.
At least
Yeah.
with the snow, you get a little slush and you have a little traction, but either way, it wasn't
Still not good.
still not good. Yeah.
No, yeah. Oh man. Well, speaking of new vendors and new products, are there any like new trends emerging that you noticed at WESA this year?
Like or on the tech side of things, there's 5 Stars doing a lot of Pendleton, a lot of color.
I saw that.
They're
Those
doing
are
some
nice.
Pendleton patterns. They're doing a little bit more embossed wear leathers, more options, corner plates with different materials and stuff. So fringe,
Yes.
color's kind of a big thing. It seemed like, and then especially in the apparel, you're seeing a little bit of fringe, seeing a lot of color.
Yeah.
Those are some of the things. Boot wise, they're just different. They're kind of different toes and leathers and exotics and things like that they're making them pop
The
on the
tech
shelf.
side is so hard. I can't even imagine doing the apparel. Just the constant change of trends and fashion and
Just styles and
Tough.
yeah, it's weird.
Yeah, there's
super tough. I
Definitely.
can't even imagine. And then trying to move out old
The old
inventory.
styles, yeah, that everyone's
Yep,
like,
a lot of
no.
inventory.
A lot of labor
Yeah, 'cause
intensive.
it is.
Yeah.
For sure, but those are some of the things I've been seeing, saddle wise, maybe some different toolings and different options on trees, but
Yeah.
those
Those are about it.
are about
We keep
what I
seeing
see.
it flip-flop between, we were just talking about this the other day, people want really flashy stuff, and then it's like, okay, now the next season, now they want the toned down stuff, and then the next season, it goes back to the flashy stuff. It's
Definitely.
it's hard to keep up with, but yeah, the 5 Star, those Pendleton wool ones, those are really cool.
Yeah, they've been selling pretty well.
Really?
Yeah,
Yeah.
and they're at Dallas. I booked them pretty well,
Oh, nice.
and so we'll see how
Yeah.
they came out in August, so they have a pretty decent sell through, on the retail side. So
Yeah.
some of the stores that had booked them in August had kind of rebooked them in January. So that's a
Oh,
plus.
nice. Yeah, absolutely. Yeah.
We discovered the dragon ones that they've been doing, and I was like,
Oh,
wow.
sure.
The dragon and fringe.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it is
Yeah.
cool, but I
Yeah.
was like, holy smokes,
That's kinda
that's a
stepping out
little
of the
loud.
box.
Yeah,
Yeah.
but hey, it's impressive.
is,
That's
yeah.
funny.
For sure.
I was like, well, more power to you if you want a dragon on your saddle pad. I am not judging.
I'm with you.
Yes,
Yeah, that was a little wild for me myself.
Yeah, you don't want one, you don't have one
No,
yet?
I
Oh,
don't have the
dang.
dragon.
Dang, okay.
How many horses do you have?
I just have the one. I
Just
had
one?
two. Yep, Addame put her down there 2 years ago,
Sorry.
Yeah.
but she was 29, so
Oh, wow.
was good. And now I just have the one gilded.
Does your wife and kids ride or
The granddaughter did.
granddaughter?
But yeah, and then
How old is she now?
one's 19, the other one's 18.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah,
I
so
think
the
last
other-
time we talked about her, she was like 7, 8.
Oh yeah, the oldest one,
younger
Raquel, she
Maybe she was a little older, but maybe
yeah,
not.
yeah. No, they're rock. She's 19, but she was with us at 2 or 3 years old going to the markets. And
Yeah,
so,
yeah.
she graduated kind of going into cosmetology school.
Nice, good
And
for
then
her.
McKinley, she lived in the Springs at that time, so she didn't get to come to the markets as much, but she's graduating this year, so
Nice.
yeah,
Aw,
so yeah,
that's
kind of fun.
awesome. That's awesome.
Grandbaby's not too soon, but it will be in the horizon
Yeah.
down the road.
Yes.
So, whole nother realm.
Whole nother
Yeah,
realm.
Yes.
for
Oh,
sure.
shoot.
I guess I should say great grandbaby.
Great grandbaby.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
what I meant to say.
Yeah.
Holy cow. That's what I meant to
You just
say.
didn't want to.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's fine. It's
It's all
fine.
good.
Everything's fine.
Yep. All good.
Oh, that's
That's
funny.
wonderful.
Do you still do a lot with like shaping hats and stuff as well, or not so much?
Yeah, I do.
You do? Nice.
I'll do NFR.
Yeah.
Been going out there. It's through Carmen.
Mm.
They have the Stetson products, so they have 3 different booths out there in Vegas in the Stetson booth, so they put hats there. And so I've been going out there 18 years with them and selling shaping hats during the NFR.
That's so fun. I bet you meet a lot of cool
18
people
years,
with that.
You
too.
do.
Yeah.
You meet them from all over, and you have people that just continue to come and find you, and
Yeah.
every year you just kind of become friends, and they want you to do their hats, so
Yeah.
makes
Yeah.
you feel kind of good.
That's awesome. I think it was last year. I was just scrolling on TikTok, and this girl, she's an influencer that I follow, and she was out there during NFR, and she's like, "Yeah, I'm going to get my hat shaped, blah blah blah." And she goes to this booth, and I'm like, "That's Gerald!" I was like, "Oh my gosh!" And she's super fun. I think her name is Emmy, maybe. She had a buffalo. Do you know who I'm talking about?
She's out of Montana.
Yes.
Yes.
Yes. Super nice girl. Is it
Goat
Emmy?
Mama or
Something like that.
something like that. Yeah, she's out of Montana.
Yeah, but
Yes.
I do like her stuff. She was funny. But yeah, I was just watching her video and I was like, no way.
Yeah.
That's Gerald.
I get pretty lucky because I'll get a lot of the influencers from Stetson.
Oh,
She's
yeah?
an influencer for Stetson, so there's quite a few that I'll kind of work with out there during that time.
Yeah. Do you do a lot of the athletes too at all? Like the contestants or not really?
There's some that may have come and get their hats just kind of tweaked or cleaned, not a whole lot.
Yeah.
I've done more customers. There's Joe Nichols is one of their endorsees, so I done a hat for him. Lil Jon, Lil Rapper.
Oh, wow.
I've done a couple for him. Got to meet him last year.
No
He come to
kidding.
the booth, yeah.
Oh my gosh.
And him and Stetson, they kind of work quite a bit together. So
I would never imagine that. That's
Yeah.
funny.
That's so
he
fun.
wears the boots, and he's a big promoter for him.
Really?
For, on the Stetson apparel and the boots
Yeah.
for Carmen. But he's posted some stuff, him getting on a plane with his hat and his boots and doing a
Oh
whole
my
presentation on things that, the hat that I've done. Not promoting me, but
Yeah.
it's the hat that I shaped for him and stuff like that. So it's pretty cool.
That is pretty cool. Do you have do you have a most memorable one or someone that you've made a hat for that just really sticks with you?
Not really.
Not really. I
Not
bet they're all
really.
very unique and just
They are.
personal in their own
Did
way.
you go listen to some Lil Jon music after that?
He
Just out of
invited us to
curiosity?
go to his concert, and we could have went, but it was at 1 in the morning.
Ah, I got
And
it.
it's
I'd
like,
went.
I don't know.
Do
if I
it,
can-
Gerald.
It started at 1, and I'm like, I
gotta
don't know
work
if I can
next
handle it.
day.
A lot of the people that worked in the booth went.
Went.
and They had a
Nice.
great time. They got to be right backstage with him,
Wow.
and so it'd been pretty cool. But
Yeah.
but yeah, 1 o'clock in the morning, I'm like,
You're like,
I
man,
think
I don't
I'll pass on that one. But I wish I would have went. No.
That's
Yeah.
cool though that he did that. You
Oh,
know?
definitely.
Yeah, that's
He's
awesome.
just so laid back. He just got to talking to him, and he was a big deal. And then, so he was on his way to Dubai the day after,
Oh wow.
and he was opening.
Jeez.
Pitbull would open for him back in the day when he was really big, and then
Yeah.
now he was going to Dubai. He said it's crazy how it all turns. Now I'm opening for Pitbull out there in Dubai.
Oh, wow.
So he said, it's funny how it all works and
Unravels
turns.
kind
Yeah.
of. Yeah.
But
Yeah.
help each other out. But
I'm
yeah,
going to
That's
have to look
crazy.
up Lil Jon and Pitbull because I don't even know.
yeah,
Oh,
they're
we'll
rappers.
do a little
They're
jam
rapper
sesh
side.
after the fact. Yep.
Yeah,
mhm.
not even in
I've
Western
done enough
industry,
with
but
you. It's turnabout's fair play.
I'll
So, yep,
show you,
absolutely.
Jana. Don't even worry. Yes.
did a couple for
That's
low
so
cash,
funny.
which are
Really?
that are
That's cool.
endorsees for Carmen, also for the Stetson side of things
Stetson
too.
side,
But
yeah.
usually I seen them quite a bit in the booth. They're always there every year. So
That's so
but
cool.
yeah, those are just some of the fun ones.
Yeah, I was trying really hard. I don't know if you follow Post Malone at all, but he's a
I haven't.
rapper. But he bought a horse, a really nice horse, from this family-owned company, this draft cross, beautiful ranch horse, right? So he bought his first horse. It blew up on Facebook, and he was like, "Oh, I'm needing a saddle." I tried so hard.
Oh, really?
I tagged him daily, and other people were tagging him, and we kept doing videos. And I'm like, "Please get your saddle
Yeah,
from
that
us."
would've been great.
He ended up going to Burns Saddlery and got
Oh,
mine,
Burns.
did?
Oh.
posty. Come on. I think that'd be so cool.
That would have been pretty neat, but
But it's okay.
at least it was an opportunity that you
It
got to
was.
do. But,
Absolutely.
Yes,
Yeah.
for sure. But I do want someone famous one day to just
oh, you will.
walk in. I think that would be cool.
Just persistence. Just keep going.
Just keep going.
Oh, I bet Kim from the old Knott's Landing that used to come into Brighton. So yeah, she comes in here. Do you know who I'm talking about? No.
Langford, right?
Kim Langford, yeah. So, okay.
Yeah, I'm not familiar. Maybe if I seen her, but I'm not.
She's so
familiar
sweet.
with her.
Yeah.
Yeah, I do like her. Yeah, but yeah, I think she comes in here a lot. But I don't know if we've ever had like Fallon Taylor has come in and shopped with us quite a few. But other than those two, I don't think we've ever had like any like celebrities.
Football players.
Oh yes,
Yeah,
yes, we did have one of the. Was he an NFL player?
Yeah.
I can't
He
remember.
used to be a Bronco, and
Yeah,
then
he used to be Broncos.
oh, don't watch this. We'll feel bad that we don't remember your
I
name.
know, I'm like, I'm not a football person, so but no, he
Me
was super
either.
nice. Yeah, I do
Yes,
remember that.
But Morgan's dad knew because he
Yes.
really liked him. So yeah,
Yeah.
Morgan's like, I told my dad. He's like, no way.
And I did tell Keegan, and Keegan
Yeah.
was like, seriously? So we do,
Yeah,
you know,
yeah.
it's good stuff. But
That's
That's
great.
funny.
oh my gosh.
Ah.
And that's when you go out there for hat shaping, you're there the whole NFR, right?
Yes.
That's
yeah,
a
I'm
long time.
About 17 days.
Oh my gosh.
Because you set up and setup takes about a week, and then you're there 10 days for the whole NFR, and then you tear down, get it whole. It takes you a week to set up and a day to tear down, and then
Oh
you're
my
done the next
God.
day.
I bet you're tired after that
You're ready to
whole
come home
ordeal.
from Vegas,
Yeah.
that's for sure.
No going to 1 a.m. concerts after
No,
that.
not at all. Not at all.
So cute.
Oh my gosh. Man, I'm trying to think what we've talked about a lot. I'm trying to think what else to.
Oh, there's a good one. What's one key lesson you've learned from being around some of the best in the business?
You know, I guess just trust. You know, you gotta have a lot of trust to build relationships with
You
your
know,
retailers, and that's a
yeah.
big thing.
Early on, you know, my dad was the cowboy, I was the business girl, and I had reps that would just sell me to sell me, and didn't take me long to catch on. And then I had reps that helped coach me and
Sure.
trained me and worked with me, and I stayed with those reps and respect the heck out of them today. Yeah, Gary.
Oh yeah, what's it?
Greg Hughes's dad. with
Yes.
Weaver.
Gary
Skinner.
Skinner.
Yeah.
Yes.
Gary
He's
Skinner.
such a good guy for
Weaver,
me.
yep,
Yeah,
good.
he did cactus ropes back then.
Weaver
and Weaver. Yeah.
Yep,
Yeah, he was just a
Yeah, I know Gary.
good guy.
One of the few. Yeah, there's, just trust. And sometimes if my product don't work, just be honest and maybe suggest something else that may work for you that store. But
Yeah.
it's just
And we
a
do
lot
the
of trust
same
and
thing
honesty.
here. Yeah, absolutely. If customers don't need something new, I don't try to upsell them. Like
Sure.
it just, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. Keep
Yep,
using what you're
definitely.
using. So,
Absolutely.
Yeah, there's some in there. Another thing is just I've had the opportunity of working with Bill Windsor. He was the CEO at the time when we did transition from Dallas to from Denver to Dallas, and he was just I learned a lot from him. He was the CEO, and he just carried himself so well, and just never you couldn't really crack him. Somebody can blow up, and he just as
stay calm as could be.
Can be, and it just I'm like, man, that's pretty impressive. Just to, just stay that calm and not let anything rattle
Yeah.
you.
For sure.
So, but yeah, those are a few things. But I think the biggest thing is just learning from some of the old timers is just, you got to build a relationship, and you got to, they got to trust you,
Absolutely.
and you just got to be authentic.
That's a good one. That's a good one.
yes.
In that same token, like for someone wanting to build like a long-term career, like doing what you've done, what would be like a piece of advice you'd give to them?
Oh, if they're in any business, you've got to love what you do, and just get get at everything you got, and never quit. And there's not a good time or a bad time to start. It's just you just got to start
Just do it. Yeah.
and just do it. But in this business, you just got to be persistent, and not every day's glorious. There's sometimes you're 1,000 miles from home, and you may not get that.
How often do
big
you
order.
still travel?
I hit all my accounts 3 times a year, so
Wow.
I kind of do it a little differently. A lot of guys leave every Monday. and come back Friday, and I'll leave, and I'll be gone for a couple weeks, and I'll go take care of
Hit 'em all.
part of Colorado, Utah, and Idaho, and then catch a little bit of Wyoming, come home, and then home for a couple weeks work accounts here, and then go and hit like the rest of Wyoming, Montana, and that's usually a couple weeks. Montana.
What's your biggest state? Just curious. Out of.
I'm gonna say Montana's probably the biggest state I have.
Oh wow, nice.
Yeah, it's a long way from one side to the other, from Miles City to Kalispell. You know, Colorado. Yeah, Montana's probably gonna be my biggest state.
Wow.
What are some of your bigger stores? What would you say they do different than some of the smaller stores? Do you know? Or?
As an independent.
Yeah.
Independent stores, you know, just carrying unique stuff that not everybody else carries, you know, and customer service.
Yeah, that's a big one.
That's the biggest thing, is just being there, taking care of your customers, because some of the bigger box stores don't have that, and your independence is just carrying product that they can't find everywhere.
Well, and I just recently won a battle with a vendor, and we won't say who, but that's exactly what I told them. I've got to be able to sell on Amazon, because that's what, turns our most. That's where the world is. But I've got to hold it in my store, so when people come, they see this big array of inventory. If I'm just shipping it all off to Amazon, I might as well just be a warehouse and not have customers coming in. So
for sure. Yeah, I think that's the only suggestion I could say. Just people like to be, have that service.
Yeah.
Or, just that customer service is huge.
Absolutely, and seeing new stuff too. I
Definitely.
think, yeah, or even just rearranging the store. That does more than what you even. Every time we've rearranged, someone will come in and be like, "Oh my gosh, like how long have you had these?" We're like, "We've literally had those like 6 years, but it's fine. They're up front now, so
they're in a different position."
But that's good. That marketing, you got to do that,
Yeah.
because then it keeps the customers in the store a little bit longer, because it's not they don't just go to that same place all the time, and then you rearrange it. And they're like, "Oh, well, where's this?" They have to ask you a question, and it keeps them looking a little bit more.
a little bit, yeah.
Keeps them in that store. So.
Searching a little bit, for sure.
Definitely.
On a little fun note, if you could shape a hat for anyone, like past, present, who would you shape a hat for? That's a tough question, I know.
It is. I mean, it seems like everybody wants to shape it for the President of the United States. Everybody seemed to so it'd be kind of neat just to be able to do that for one.
Yeah.
That
would be cool.
Just to say you did it.
Yeah.
Just to say,
Everybody else already has that title.
Right, yeah.
A lot of manufacturers. So if I can do that, that'd probably be
that
one.
would be cool. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. George Strait would be cool too.
George Strait would be good. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Isn't George Strait, wasn't he president once? Like, come on.
Yeah.
He should be, like, honestly. Let's just do that.
Pretty
People,
close.
pretty close.
Yeah. No, I think that would be good. Everybody does that one, but yeah, that's probably one that
That would be pretty cool. Yeah. Yeah.
But other than that,
Other than that,
damn,
that's
I couldn't think of anybody else.
It's hard, and I bet you've seen a lot of really cool people too. So that's hard
definitely.
too. But like Lil Jon, that's a
that's
a once in a lifetime.
Everybody's probably saying, well, he's not really on the western side, but he wears the
Hey,
band.
if he's supporting it, but
absolutely.
I would have never guessed. I mean, I haven't followed him recently, but like.
Yeah.
I won't lie. This morning on my way, I was jamming to some Lil Jon.
Oh,
I won't even deny it. Yeah.
Yeah,
You're gonna have to show me.
I mean, he's just so laid back.
Yeah.
And he just, he just treats you like anybody else. So
Yeah,
that's what
cool.
I kind of respect about him.
No, that's awesome. That's really cool.
It reminds me, it's totally different, but when I was young, I think I was like 19, I was working at this fancy hotel in Santa Monica, and I got to wait on Goldie Hawn and Kirk Douglas, and I didn't know who Kirk Douglas was. I knew who Goldie Hawn was. She had these big old sunglasses on, and I'm like, you guys want to sit so you could still do smoking or non-smoking? She took down her glasses. Well, I might be apt to smoke. I'm like, oh my gosh, you're Goldie Hawn. Like, of course I didn't say anything. I'm like,
No.
okay, just come this way. But yeah. Oh, how
Sure.
fun that was.
Yeah.
Oh, I can
How
imagine.
totally
that's
fun that
cool.
was.
Didn't
Yeah.
you meet,
Pretty fun.
who was the one that you met and he was not friendly? Was it Kevin Bacon?
Yes.
I'm
And
dying.
now he's so nice. Like I see him on Facebook, him and his wife doing all this stuff.
Yeah.
He was terrible. He
Oh,
was
really?
so, yeah.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Maybe he had an off day.
I gotta wait on Charlie Sheen and Martin Sheen and
Oh, wow.
Emilio Estevez, and yeah, I gotta wait on. Yeah, you
I
never
do
knew
know
that.
that.
Oh my gosh, that's funny.
That is so
Yep, they helped me
cool.
move tables and everything because they had a big old party and
Really?
yeah.
That's pretty
Dang.
impressive. I didn't know about anything about that on you either. That's pretty
Yes,
impressive.
I did.
That's
I
pretty
just learned
cool.
something about everybody.
No
That's
kidding.
hilarious.
Yeah.
Yeah, I didn't know about all. I knew about Kevin Bacon and the Goldie Hawn, but nobody else. That's so
Yeah.
cool.
That's
That's
pretty
fun.
neat.
That
That's
is pretty
fun.
neat.
Good stories.
Yes. So where can people expect you to go next? Like, what are you working on? What's next moves?
You know what? I'll just be heading out on the road, going making my runs for Utah and Idaho.
Yeah,
And
yeah.
then, you know, the next major deal is just the WISA market in August
Oh yeah, in August.
and NFR
Yeah.
in December,
Nice.
November, December.
Yeah.
But yeah, those are the biggest things. I really don't have any you know, personal social media type deal. Just,
Yeah.
It's all, you want to see me, it's all going to be in person. So
all gonna be in
be either at WISA or in NFR.
NFR. Cool.
Yeah,
Cool.
or on the road somewhere.
On the road, yeah, passing by, we'll wave. We'll
Definitely,
be like,
yeah.
hey.
Nice. Next time you're delivering us a saddle or something, we'll get a little TikTok skit going.
There you go.
Lindsay can put you in a TikTok
We'll
skit.
get you a TikTok.
Oh, there you go.
Yes,
There you go.
yeah.
She's
be
quite
great.
famous. She gets people coming from all over. Like, yeah, we get people come from Nebraska and yep, well, I seen you on TikTok and yep.
That
that's my
TikTok's
Lindsay
pretty
Lou.
impressive. I'm
It
not
is.
that
It's crazy.
familiar. I'm not that knowledgeable on it, but
We can
it's
get you
pretty
hooked up,
impressive.
Gerald. We'll
Yeah.
get you an account. We'll get you
Yeah,
on there.
there you
Yeah,
go.
yeah. No, it is. It's crazy though. Like, but again, you know, Facebook is still pretty popular.
Mm-hmm.
Instagram's kind of died off. YouTube's making a comeback, but TikTok,
It's strong.
that's where it is. And even if you don't, like, I'll be honest, we don't even. I mean, we do, but you don't even necessarily try and sell stuff on there. You just do like the trending videos, and it blows up. It's crazy.
It is.
Yeah.
There's a manufacturer that did it for that warehouse sale, and she promoted it. It was Ashley, I think it's her link is Boot Babe or something like that.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's impressive what that does. There was Shaping Hats, and there was some mom and a son came in. They had just landed in Denver, heading to New Mexico, and it just dinged on his phone.
Yeah.
They went and bought a hat and then headed out to
Wow.
New Mexico. But that's how
Quick
impressive.
yeah.
TikTok is. It's pretty
We
impressive.
did this video, and it is absolutely like it's a little ridiculous, but I'm telling you, it got I think the last time I checked, it's up to 700,000 views.
Wow.
And all it was I was like walking and we had one of our staff members play a customer, and I'm like, hey, just holler if you have any questions, right? She's like, okay, and we walk away from each other, and then she screams bloody murder, like, help! Like, I mean, just screaming, and I like run, and I'm like, are you okay? She's like, yeah, do you have the saddle in a different seat size? And that's all we did, and 700,000 views. Like,
Wow.
crazy
That's the craziest thing.
crazy stuff. I'm like, we didn't even try and promote anything. We were just acting like goofballs. Yeah.
No kidding. What made somebody think that there's something really happening that they want to see when they wanted to see the end? That's great. That's
it was,
great.
Several years ago now, but we were one of the fastest growing businesses on TikTok, and so they reached out and they did some promotion stuff. And Lindsay had been doing all this stuff, and I trust her with all my heart. So I'm like, I better go see what she does.
Like Channel 4 is here. She's like, man, I better go watch this.
I better go
Yeah.
see. You're a freaking superstar. Like,
No
yeah.
kidding. That's
So
pretty
yeah,
cool.
they sent Channel 4 News,
Yeah,
and
that
yeah, it
was
was
fun.
amazing.
Yeah,
That's
that was
pretty
fun.
neat.
It was
Yeah.
awesome.
Wow.
I know.
Congratulations on that. That's
Oh,
pretty.
thank you.
It's
Yeah.
very impressive. She won an award last year too for our podcast. So
Oh, yeah,
Really?
she
Yep,
did.
she
yeah, on
did.
Spotify.
Yeah.
It was the,
Yeah.
Congratulations
I can't
on that.
remember
That's
what it
awesome.
was,
That's what
but
it's
yeah, it was
called.
like a faster growing, like
Really?
little independent
Wonderful.
She is amazing, and I don't want to say too much because I'm an influencer. That's my biggest worry, is they will come steal her away from me. So
I don't want to do that.
Yeah. No, that's great.
I'm okay here.
That's pretty good. Well, you guys are good at what you do. So
well, thank you.
You've grown it quite a bit, and it's pretty impressive. Like we talked about earlier, where you started and where you are today. It's no different than me. I mean, you know, you look back and how I started, and you know,
when I started helping my dad, he was still in a garage.
Yep.
So
exactly.
Yeah, he was still working out of a garage.
Things changed quite a bit.
Yeah,
they do.
For the better, so.
We have a lot of new staff members now, so I think Bill and I are the only originals from the Longmont store.
Really?
So I'm like, but I try to let the girls know about and like show them pictures and stuff, because like it's insane what it went from to now. Like it's been so cool to like watch it, but yeah.
It is. It's neat to see it grow.
Yeah.
And you mentioned Scott Moses that used to manage Brighton Feed, and now we have his little daughter Viola, and she's just like awesome.
She's awesome.
Yep.
Yep, she'll be here today.
She's still working?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Good.
She is. She'll be here in just a short,
good.
probably. Yeah, she was looking forward to seeing you too. I was like, Gerald's going to be here on Wednesday, so.
Yeah, no, that's great.
Awesome.
That's great.
Is there anything else you guys think we should cover?
I think that does it. I so appreciate you
tapped
coming
out.
out. No, we can go on and on.
No, for sure. Yeah, no, it's just been great. I appreciate the opportunity. Thank you guys.
Yeah, thank you too, Gerald. You're awesome.
You
So we
bet.
appreciate it. All right. Well, that's all for this episode.
Thank you guys.
Thanks for watching the Cintuation podcast brought to you by Saddle Up. If you enjoyed, be sure to like, subscribe, or drop us a comment. Until next time, thanks for watching.